In fact, as we continue our discussion on transport safety, we're now joined by Chairperson of the African Unite Borders Bus Trucks Association, Mr. Mukhwathi Phumudzo. Sir, thank you so much for your time and good morning to you. So let's start with the Libombo port of entry. As a result, we understand there is still possibility of more instability there due to the protests in Mozambique. How will this hinder truck transportation during the festive season?
Yeah, indeed, it affects us deeply, and we were very concerned about the quiets of the SADC chair, Emmerson Mnangagwa, and the president of South Africa, including the Frelimo opposition parties in Mozambique, because these are the people who can make a permanent solution. We can send ministers, different caps in the border post, but excluding Frelimo and the opposition parties in Mozambique, we are not going to win this battle because there is a threat in the early next year of the stages of the protests ranging from V6, V8 and V12, meaning that the SADC chair, we were also very worried why he took the trip to attend the Baku and what we call the climate change, instead of sending the delegates in Mozambique to monitor, to bring stability, because they denied freedom in Mozambique. This problem is going to affect South Africa. Even the trucks are not safe. That's why you will witness that most of the people, they fled from Mozambique and Zimbabwe because they need peace here in Africa, in South Africa. And when they come here, we face a challenge of job opportunity. South African, our economy is affected. That's why we are saying President of South Africa, Chair of SADC, Emmerson Mnangagwa, Venezio, and also they must have a conclusion to save our industry. That's why also we also recommend to say African leaders and detectors, it must come to an end to save our people and to stop taking funds in the expense of poor people, because here in SADC we are suffering. Our transport so far, we are affected, and we don't get funds from AU, we don't get funds from any institution such as SADC. That's why we're saying there must be a permanent solution. That includes Monjane and other group. We excluding them. We are going to have different phases of protest, including V8, V6, and V12 in the early next year. And we are not safe because anytime violence can erupt. That's why we are saying the South African SADC chair, if maybe the SADC chair is not intervened, we must elect another person, such as the president of Botswana, the way they handle the election. I think it can be a better solution, because instead we are going to have a situation. Yes. Yeah,
Mr. Phumudzo, just on the situation on the ground, and I hear what you're saying in terms of the concerns about the instability, because we are monitoring what will happen, of course, when that council declares the elections on Monday, we understand. But just talk to us about currently, has the backlog of trucks that we've been seeing, has that been cleared? I mean, not too long ago, we saw 20 to 30 kilometer long queues of trucks that could not gain entry into Mozambique. Is that still the case?
So far, the congestion reduced. You will remember that these protesters, even themselves, they want to have a peace of mind for this festive season. But we don't know what will happen. We don't know what will happen in the January, the protest. You see, that's why we are saying permanent solution. It must be president personal dialogue between President of South Africa, the SADC chair, Emmerson Mnangagwa, Venezio must be there, and also the Frelimo, because if maybe the government of Mozambique, they said they win election by 70%, why you send the police and soldiers for people who voted you? Because so far we are going to have an issue of some of the, what to call, opposition parties being attacked, and also the national shutdown of the network. That's why we are calling, if all these fail, we are calling for United Nations military personnel to save our assets and to protect the human violation rights of people of Mozambique.
Yeah.
And also we are calling to say those detectors in the SADC, their account must be frozen the way we are suffering as trackers.
Yeah, Mr. Phumudzo, thank you so much for that. Of course, we'll continue then to monitor developments where you are. That is Mukhwathi Phumudzo, Chairperson of the Africa Unite Borders Bus Trucks Association, asking there and calling for political stability in Mozambique.